So my last question is there anything you would like to add for the record, as it were?
For the record, I'm going to add that, and I'm going to look right into 3 here, and I'm going to tell you the truth. You can do more than you think. You're more capable than you realize. A lot of you don't think you're interesting. That's the number one thing. Oh, I'm boring. No, you're interesting. I don't know what your thing is, but I would be surprised when I find it.
Tape ready?
Tape ready.
Floor ready?
Floor's ready.
Script ready?
Scripting ready.
All right. Roll intro, roll record, fade in, cue 'em.
You can do more than you think. Those were the words of our teacher, Mr. Allen. And it was those words in an interview ran by one of our own, Braden Watkins, that inspired the production of this video. Those words we will take with us here and on out from the moment that this video was incepted and onward until, we all eventually graduate and leave. Mr. Allen, this video is for you.
Brent, I'd like to share a few things with you that for me have made a big difference in my life. First and foremost, that you've blessed me and just countless, hundreds and thousands over the years. And the experience where it started, I don't know if you remember this, but I do very well. I was a brand new baby counselor at Skyview High School, and you did what you do so well. You walked a student in need down to my office. You didn't send them, you walked them. And you knocked on my door, you waited with them, you introduced them to me, and I'll never forget the words that you said. You said to that student, "You can trust this man with your life. He can help you." You've always treated people as if they're amazing, and we are. Each and every one of us, we are. But you have that orientation, and you've gained that over time, and it's something that I love about you. Whether we're young or old, you treat us as if we can be amazing, and so we are. We do. We perform that way. Later, I remember as a counselor going into your room, and I'd never been in your room as a teacher. I taught for a few years before I became a counselor, and you know how it works in a high school. You just really don't know what other people are doing. But I would go in there to find a child, and I had a chance to sit there and just watch what was going on, and would be amazed at all the things that were going on in your domain, what you're doing with all the students. And I picked up on that, yeah, he's got something different going here. You were building our future. You were treating children as if they were adults, and you were getting a great product. Those same relationships, Brent, I saw you do for so many years as I got to be here at Columbia High School with you. Countless people that you would stand and watch for. And you did it to me, so I know you did it to others. You would choose who needed your attention, and those that were ciphers especially. Your walks around the school, we know that you said you were doing that for you and Nitro and for your health, but we also know that it was for us. You were touching base with people over time, small and simple, on a consistent basis, and relationships formed. People came to rely on that uplifting, encouraging, connecting, a very realistic check-in that you would do with everybody. What I love most, Brent, is in all that picking and choosing and just being who you are and the way that you are, is the stories or the sayings that you would choose to share with us. There were so many things that you would reference back to other occupations you've had in your life, or how it was for you when you were a student, or different things that you'd done, and you'd say, in this industry or in that thing or this thing, There's a phrase for that. We call it this. And it was amazing how your read on what was going on and then what you would offer was a perfect fit description and something so helpful. And you did that for me many, many times. You would kind of just gather the pulse, see how it was going, what was going on, and then you would name it. And then in your swan song year this year, I just have observed you really finish strong, all the way from what you've sent out to our staff to what you wrote to them just the other day. Brent, you have blessed us, me personally, and we're great because you treated us that way. And so I just wanted to thank you for blessing us, and my hope for you is that you continue to just be blessed in all that you do and everything that you continue to give to others, especially your grandkids, your family, that you're blessed. Thank you, Mr. Allen.
Mr. Allen, I just want to say I'm super excited for your opportunity to retire and be with your family and go do the things that you've always wanted to do. I'm definitely going to miss Nitro and you coming down to see me every day in the office. But just know that we're here for you. Anything you need, congratulations, man.
Thank you so much for everything that you've done for Columbia. I, in particular, am going to miss those positive emails that you send out to us, really being candid about how you're feeling and how to just keep us going through this crazy time of tech disasters and COVID and the pandemic, because that's been what I've got to experience here.
Mr. Allen, the one thing I am most disappointed with in you is your timing in which you moved to CUNA, because you moved there and then the week before I moved away. We were about to be neighbors. We were about to share some nice glasses of scotch together, but that's not the case anymore since I moved away from you. So I apologize for that. If I'm ever in the area, I will have a bottle ready and we can enjoy those spirits together. Enjoy the time you have away from the school, and look forward to catching up with you on Facebook and all that good stuff.
Hi, Brent. I just want to tell you I appreciate you so much, how you have just, your students know you love them. You're so passionate about what you do and the things that you teach. I love hearing your stories. I love all the little videos that you send us and stories just to kind of brighten our day. You're always thinking of other people, and I just appreciate that. God bless you. I pray for you that your retirement is amazing and wonderful and everything you want it to be. And best of luck on your next adventure in life. Thank you for everything.
Hey Brent, I just want to say it's been awesome working with you the past few years that I've been here. I have always looked forward to having you and Nitro come make your rounds in the mornings, and even just saying, sorry buddy, I don't have anything for you, but it always brings a smile to my face. Thank you for caring so much about the kids and doing everything you can to make sure that everybody succeeds.
Mr. Allen, I am going to miss our short time together. Although I have only been here for 2 years at Columbia, you have really made me feel incredibly welcome. I'm going to miss our morning discussions. I'm going to miss our the times I just kind of drop in and ask you about how the students are doing. You're always open and welcoming to any questions that I might have, as well as providing any support. You're very realistic and at the same time very understanding and supportive to our students. We're going to miss all the things that you provide us here. You do so much more than just our classroom work, right? Your emails that you send out to the teachers, as well as encouragement to our students, and reminding us to always be helpful and supportive and loving to our students. Those are big boots to fill, and I'm not sure if somebody else will be able to fill them. But I also know that you would remind us that many others feel the same way as you do.
All right, this little shout out goes to Mr. Allen. So one thing I appreciate about Mr. Allen is he's one of the first people to get here every single day. And it was always a good day when I would walk up the stairs and I would hear rock music pounding out of his room. And I know Mr. Allen was here. He was rocking out to his tunes, and he came here to do his best for kids. And that was always a good way to start the morning. And that's one thing I'm going to miss when you're gone, is I won't walk up the stairs. I will walk up the stairs, but I won't hear music anymore. Because the rock person is going to be gone, and that is going to be something I'm going to miss. So Mr. Allen, thank you very much.
Hey Brent, congratulations on retirement. I am so excited for you. Have all your adventures out with your family and friends, and I just wanted to let you know how grateful I am for your presence here at the school, and just really, keeping things grounded and reinforcing just that important stuff. All your messages, connecting us to the world and reality. So thank you, and you will be missed.
Brent, I just want to tell you thank you for all the conversations, all the fun, all the nitro snacks. 7 a.m. will never be the same again. I wish you and Julie the best, and I'm going to miss you. Take care. Ride safe. I don't want to hear crash. Wish you the best.
So today we're talking about Mr. Allen and his final departure from Columbia High School. Although I've only been here for 3 years with you, that time that we've experienced, that we've had, you've been able to mentor me, I guess, in other areas. One of the things that I guess stuck out most to me, something you told me, was that I was kind of stressed out about during the pandemic when students weren't doing much, and those that were doing something were actually, they were either just looking up the answers or whatever the case may be. And when the one thing you said was like, Hibbert, that's a win. And I didn't understand that until I thought about it a little bit. It's like, if the students are looking up the answer, they're finding the answer, they're still knowing the answer is, right? So you still have a win. So I thought that was a pretty interesting way to look at that, and it sounds like kind of your philosophy throughout the time here at Columbia was kind of that similar thing. So I just want to say I appreciate that time, appreciate your wisdom and the years that you've been here, and I hope you have a great rest of your wonderful life with your wife.
Can't believe, Mr. Allen, that you're retiring. You're going to be greatly missed, at least by me. Ever since I've been here, you've been like a mentor to me. You've been the go-to when I have issues with classes, with students, things that I don't know how to handle. Don't know where I'm going to turn to from here on. So again, just want you to know I appreciate all that you've done over the last 15 years for me, specifically as a teacher, and for what you do with students. There's not a better example of what a teacher should be. So again, you're going to be greatly missed. Appreciate all you've done.
Hey, Mr. Allen. Congratulations on the retirement. Just wanted to take a quick moment to let you know how thankful I am for all the opportunities that you gave me in high school. It was a pleasure being one of your students. I enjoyed every moment of it. You taught a lot of valuable life lessons and skills there, and helped a lot through a lot of those awkward high school moments. I do appreciate all the opportunities that you gave me through every 15 minutes, or the Skills USA, and all the advice and help you gave through along the way. Go ahead and enjoy your retirement out there. I love you a lot, man. You really helped me out through a lot of things. And like a wise teacher once told me, always take the free money. Have a good retirement, buddy. I'm glad to see you made it this far in here without hurting a lot of students. I know we gave you hell sometimes, but again, I appreciate everything you ever done for me and for all of us. You were quite the wonderful individual. Appreciate it. Again, love you. Enjoy your retirement.
Hey, Mr. Allen, Tony Young, class of 2005. Probably look a little bit different with the beard, but anyways, I want to congratulate you on your retirement. That's a wonderful accomplishment. You were such a great teacher. Broadcasting was one of my favorite classes by far. I never dreaded going to broadcasting, always loved being there. You were very trusting with us. I know that there were so many times when we had to finish projects and you basically just said, well, turn the light off and lock the door when you leave. And that was awesome as a teacher and us as a student to know that you trusted us to be able to get our work done, do our things, but yet be able to leave us alone, which was great. I'll always remember, that's my baby, that's life, I've grown up. I'll always remember the time that September 11th happened, and we watched a few videos about it and had a very powerful discussion with what happened and what was going on at the time, and that is something I've always looked back on and remembered. But anyways, congratulations. I wish you the best. I do work in media relations, so in a way it kind of is broadcasting, so I've kind of taken what I learned in broadcasting and applied it to my professional career. So I want you to make you feel like you've accomplished something. Anyways, congratulations on your retirement. I wish you the best, and just relax. You deserve it.
I'm going to offer that you don't think about us too much, and you eat a lot, sleep a lot, and have a lot of fun with your retirement.
So, yeah, I know I've been kind of a butthead sometimes in your class, and maybe a bit big-headed, but honestly, Mr. Allen, I'll never forget everything that you've done for me and everyone else, because honestly, you are one of the few people who made me excited to come to school, and I don't throw that around lightly. Like, I really didn't want to come to school my sophomore year, but then I heard about the broadcasting program, and I'm like, you know what, sure, why the heck not? Let's try it out. You know, thinking it was just gonna be shooting videos and editing videos, and I mean, yeah, that's kind of what it was, but honestly, I'm gonna miss you when you're gone. It's not gonna be the same. I'm not sure what the broadcasting program's gonna be like next year, but one thing is that we love you. We really do. And it's gonna be really hard without you next year. I know the seniors are, you know, oh, cool, we don't have to be with you, but, well, we don't have to worry about not being with you next year, more likely, but for me, since I'm a junior, I do have one more year, and sadly you won't be with me. And honestly, just thank you for putting up with me and all of my crap.
Speaking for myself, and perhaps for everybody else who has worked on the crew, we are going to miss you quite a bit. And though as a senior I'll be leaving with you, I know that you've had a lasting impact on all of your students. I mean, there's a reason we're here today, on a Saturday, making this video. Because even me, who's leaving with you, understands that you've always been there for us, and that for this moment at least, and for any in the future, we can express that. Now, I've been your student since I was a freshman, and I am perhaps older and wiser now, but one thing hasn't changed, that you've had a profound impact on my education and on the progression of my life. You've always had confidence in me, and I appreciate that. You let me interview you not all that long ago. I know you signed a reference for a loan that I rather desperately needed for my education. And you've always been there for us in countless other ways. And as much as I'd like to say that's due to my quality as a student, I rather think it's instead your quality as a teacher. And so for that, you have my heartfelt and profound thank you. I hope this video can express the depths of what you've accomplished for us, and I hope that you continue to accomplish to that same level even further in your life and into your retirement. Thank you.
Mr. Allen, I'm really sad that you're not going to be here next year. It's gonna suck. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna suck not having you. I wish I was with you all 4 years. I wish I went to Columbia just so I could be in your class, but it is what it is. I hope that you understand how much you actually mean to us. And I say this with sincerity, that everyone here today, everyone that is in your class really cares about you. We love you, Mr. Allen. Now, I know some of the guys might not say it, but I'll say it for them. We're gonna miss you a lot. And I hope retirement treats you well. We'll always be here for you, no matter what happens.
Mr. Allen, you have helped me be a different person. I used to think that this was really hard to do, broadcasting itself, and it is, but you made it seem so much more fun, and you also made it so much easier. It's helped me with a lot of things, actually, like my current job, and I'm gonna miss you. Thank you very much for being my teacher. You were the best.
Mr. Allen, I just want to personally thank you. You've been a big part of my life. From day one when I stepped in your classroom in your fundamentals class, it's been a roller coaster of an adventure. I started from the very bottom and became addicted to your class very fast, partially because the teacher was better than the content. I could listen to you talk for hours about the amazing stories that you have and everything else that you've done for us. It's been amazing having you as a teacher, and I'm really going to miss having you. I wish I could have another year here at school so that and that you were here another year as well. My only regret is not knowing you sooner in life. I really am going to miss you and everything you've done for us. Thank you very much, and enjoy retirement.
Mr. Allen, when I first got into your class, I was not the best kid. I didn't try as hard as I should have, and I had a little bit of trouble taking everything that you said with a grain of salt. But by the end of my sophomore year, I had actually warmed up to you because during that year, it was not the easiest time in life for me. And I found solace in your class. And it was that creative outlet that I didn't think I would get to have in any classroom. And I ended up working really hard. And when junior year came around, I finally recognized all of the value that you really had, and some of the stuff that you've just taught us and told us I really took to heart, and I greatly value what it was that you said. One of my best memories of you, I think I will have and hold on to, is when I was sitting at my desk editing for, I don't know, 2 hours working on that robotics shoot that I did. And I was having some issues with my relationship at the time. And you came out to me and you noticed that I wasn't doing good. And that is something that I really respect from a teacher when they do take care and notice with their students. And the lesson that you taught me, and I was able to connect that with other things that you've shared in class. I think one of the biggest ones I will hold is the worst day in a man's life. That was something that hit incredibly hard. And being able to connect that with the advice that you gave me on that Wednesday afternoon, I won't forget that. And I certainly won't forget you. You are the best teacher that I have had, Mr. Allen. And I don't know if you can ever fully grasp how grateful I am. And everyone else in this program is for you.
All right. Well, Mr. Allen, it's been a heck of a ride. I've only had you for 2 years, but in those 2 years I can say I've learned a lot more than in the 4 with any other teacher. I want to personally say thank you for teaching me how to edit and how to shoot video. I remember we were the first class to ever take pictures instead of video, and we walk back with our pictures and you're just like, what the heck are you guys doing? You know, we were definitely we were knuckle draggers for sure. We were pretty stupid, but you won't let us say that about us. But I mean, that's pretty much what we were. We were lovable knuckleheads, as you would call us. I just want to personally say that you've taught me a lot, and I love some of your Allenisms, as we're calling it. The ones that you say, don't sell anything unless you get a good price out of it. That's a good one. The worst day of a man's life. And then editing is the art of removal. And that one hits me the hardest just because, you know, that can be said about so many things in our lives. Our life is pretty much a giant edit, right? People are coming into our lives as shots, as people, only for a fragment of time, and then we cut to the next shot. And you may be edited out of our Columbia school family, but in the video of our lives, you're a pretty big part. So thank you for the laughs, thank you for the tough lessons that you've taught us, and thank you for all that you've done for the school and for me. Thank you.
Mr. Allen, you are one of the most caring and sincere teachers to have walked the halls at Columbia.
Your dedication to us and our education is unparalleled.
From the brutal honesty that all of us have needed from one point or another,
to the valuable life lessons and stories you have told and taught during our time in your classroom.
You taught us how to edit, shoot, how to think, how to be better people all around.
We are golden nuggets, and you refined us into something much more than when we first walked through that door.
Your passion for broadcasting was contagious, and your tolerance for our tomfoolery was much appreciated. You helped us understand the world and our role in it as future adults.
We have no doubt that we'll continue to remember your Allenisms long after you're gone.
the time and dedication that you've put into your program and the entirety of Columbia High School has not gone unnoticed.
We as your students are going to miss you very much, and we wish you the best in your life moving forward.
And that leaves us with the one thing left to say. Thank you, Mr. Allen.
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 Hey guys, we're gonna keep a microphone, okay? So,
No! Vincent!
Assistant producer, past producer.
Good job, Logan. You've been demoted or promoted, depends. Like,
Oh, it's a promotion. That's a promotion.
Okay. Congratulations, Logan's been promoted.
Past producer.
It's gonna be there for you when you get back tomorrow.
The greatest prank in existence.
I'm a senior, so I need to do something as a prank.
Senior prank.
I know,
leave
Mr. Allen,
bread.
you've complained about lame senior pranks, but I think a random piece of bread on your keyboard counts.